Hey guys, what's up? Dr. W here, and today we're going to talk about the Destiny 2 reveal that happened about a couple minutes ago. I just got done watching it, so this is all fresh. And they started the stream off with this very powerful message about the murder of George Floyd with 8 minutes and 46 seconds of silence. And if you would like to support the effort for reform in the United States, which is very needed, then look in the description of this video and you will find some links where you can donate money to help change come about for those that are underprivileged and brutalized by our society. So, please do that. And now let's get on into what they discussed in the reveal recap. So first, Eris and the Drifter on the Europa trailer with pyramids opening up, and the Stranger from the end of D1 Vanilla was the first thing they showed. This trailer where they're like coming together to face this threat. There's no dialogue, so there's not much context, but just kind of shows off who the main players will be, what you'll be facing, and where you'll be doing it on. So that seemed pretty cool. I'm glad to see the Stranger again. Glad to see that they're, bringing back some story threads that have been forgotten, it seems, for the past 6 years. So that was nice to see. And then they state that this is the fall DLC. It's titled Beyond Light, and it comes out September 22nd of 2020. They said pre-orders would be up, but I checked after the stream and the web page had a 404 error, so it's not live yet, so I can't tell you how much it cost, but I'm assuming it's probably going to be like $39.99 for the DLC and then like $59.99 if you get the season pass with it. But they didn't talk about year 4 season pass at all, so I'm not sure how they're going to be doing that model, but that'd be my best guess for the price of it. They said that Europa is the birthplace of the Exo. The main boss is Eramis, who looks like a fallen person who is mad at the Traveler for spreading her people throughout the galaxy. She has, quote, a new power from an ancient source, so maybe she wills the darkness or something like that. They said you can discover places lost to time on Europa. I'm not 100% sure what that means, but it sounds interesting. And then the most intriguing part of this expansion is that there are new darkness powers and supers called Stasis, which is a new type of damage like Arc Void and, what the fuck's the other one? Fire? I forget what the name of it is right now, but Arc Void and Fire. Stasis will be another damage type as well as another tree of super, so we're getting a whole nother type of super for the first time since the game began. Which is pretty interesting. It's going to change up gameplay, which will probably make it worthwhile to at least hop back in to experience that. And then they talked about thinking about Destiny over time and showed a trailer that combined all the trailers for the major releases in the Destiny universe, like D1 and then Taken King, Rise of Iron, then D2, and then whatever the fuck was it, the Fallen. Can't remember what that one's called. Fallen and then Shadowkeep. They showed trailers for all of those, trying to like tie the story together. Like maybe trying to make it more cohesive than it actually is. I'm not sure. And then they did something which may be a mistake, because they announced what the next 2 fall DLCs are. They announced that in 2021 we'll be getting the Witch Queen, and in 2022 we'll be getting Lightfall. And both of these were called Destiny 2 specifically. And I'm kind of feeling like Lightfall might be the last big expansion for Destiny. Because they kind of said that it would have a moment, I think was the quote. They specifically said that Lightfall will bring about a quote-unquote a moment. And it's been 8 years since the launch of D1. This might be the way to end major support for Destiny, but I'm not sure. That's just me speculating. And they also said that Witch Queen and Lightfall will introduce new destinations. They won't be reusing any old destinations for major expansions anymore. And then they talked about how the Year 4 seasonal model will be changing how transmogrification is coming, and how they're going to be doing other improvements like redoing the quest log again. Then after that, they announced that on next-gen consoles, the game will run at 60 FPS and 4K, and that all content that you own on the current gen will move over to the next gen for free, and that inter-gen crossplay within the same console family will be available at launch. So if you're on PS5 and you want to play with someone on PS4, you're going to be able to do that at launch. And then they said that hopefully by the end of year 4 they will have it so you can play cross-play with anybody from current gen or next gen, regardless of console family. And then they talked about something that I think is going to be the most controversial part of this release, which is that the game is too large to update. And they said they are not going to do a sequel, and that there will be no D3, and they want to keep Destiny 2 alive and make it the sole Destiny platform. But to do that, they discussed how each year with the new fall expansion, and I'm assuming it's going to begin in September with Beyond Light, they're going to take out the old, like, low-played content in D2. They're going to take it out the live game. And when they do this, they're going to be doing this to instead put in the content from the fall expansions, as well as reworked Destiny 1 Greatest Hits content. And then they discussed that this fall they're going to bring back the Destiny 1 Cosmodrome area, as well as the 3 strikes that will own it. And that's going to be your first taste of like D1 Greatest Hits content. And that during year 4 they're also going to bring the Vault of Glass raid back, but they're going to rework it with the new systems and things, so it's going to feel fresh, which I'm very excited about. It's interesting to hear that the game is too big to update, because I'm not sure how, like, at some point in making the game, it seems to me that they made a mistake somewhere along the lines. Because you're telling me a game that came out in 2017 and has had only, 2 big expansions. It's too big to update, but yet World of Warcraft is getting updates all the time, and it's been out for 16 years, and it's had 8 huge expansions, probably each expansion the size of the entire game of Destiny, honestly. And it's an odd concept that is true. I mean, the game is obviously too large to update. But it's odd to see. I wonder why they're in this position. I don't know a lot about how, game development works, but it seems like a position that they got themselves into by maybe not planning ahead. And I'm just going to say this is probably Activision's fault. But I'm excited for D1 Greatest Hits content to come back. And if the oldest, content that no one plays is gone, then I guess it's not going to cause that much of an uproar, so it should be fine. And then they moved on to discuss how they're going to bring a bunch of the threads together, finally. And it's all going to start with Season 11, which is Season of Arrivals, which is out right now, June 9th, Tuesday, June 9th at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Season of Arrivals goes live, and pyramid ships will be appearing throughout Destiny 2. And it talked about how the Witch Sister of Orcs is involved somehow, and there's going to be new dungeon, public event, and exotic quest. And this is going to be a prelude to Beyond Light. So, Season 10 was very disappointing, but it seems like if you're still into Destiny and you're going to want to play it in the future, you're going to want to hop into Season 11 and experience the story, at least, to get the prelude to the big fall expansion, Beyond Light, which seems like it's going to be much better than Shadowkeep. And lastly, they showed a trailer for the new Prophecy Dungeon, which is coming out today at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, free for all players. And it's about the Nine. And it looks like this cool 90s neon retro style, kind of like Gotham City in the Joel Schumacher Batman films, Batman Forever and Batman and Robin. It kind of looks like that, like neon with this cool retro style. So I'm interested to check that out, and if not play it myself, at least watch someone play it, like Dado or something like that. So that's all they announced, and my opinion is that Season 11 seems like it's going to be really light on content, and they didn't show a roadmap. And I think they're going to do that because they don't want to show the roadmap, because they don't want to give anybody expectations that Bungie knows they cannot meet. So I feel like Season 11 is going to be light on replayable content and things like that. But it's going to be you're going to want to at least experience the story of it, because it's a prelude to Beyond Light. So I'm going to say, if you're a Destiny 2 player and you're going to play in the fall, then you're definitely going to want to check out Season 11 and experience the story of it. But I'm going to guess that Season 11 is probably going to be, dried up with no content that most people want to play by the end of this month. Which is a shame, but Beyond Light looks cool. So, that's about it. That's all they announced. I'm pretty excited with what Destiny 2 seems to be doing. I'm going to give it a chance. I'm going to be playing some not Beyond Light. I'm going to be playing some Season of Arrivals today as soon as it comes out, which is probably 10 minutes from my recording of this. So I'm going to go edit this video, post it, play some Beyond Light, look for gameplay of that probably today or tomorrow. And remember to check the description for those links to places to donate to help fight injustice in this country. So thank you for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.